Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath. Gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
Picked off at the 47, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Prescott on 1st down.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb.
And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. CeeDee Lamb deep for the Cowboys. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because They handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Tyus Bowser just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now a man who played high school ball here in LaGrange, Texas, J.K. Dobbins.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
48 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first.
He'll get this to Elliott.
He showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Throwing again on second down. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
First and 10, it's Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, Elliott once more.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Dobbins.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 4.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Midfield now. Here's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down. It's Edwards. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Well, this drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
An 8-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side.
It's a first down and more for Dobbins.
And finally brought down at the 43.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. On 2nd and 10, Prescott.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen. You'll pick up the ball and score, and you'll have a chance one more time and maybe on an onside kick, but not likely.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it was